Hey everyone, Blue Shadow RP here, back with some more Poptropica, and today we're going to be taking on most possibly the hardest and longest Poptropica island. But once I got around to playing it, more than once, I found out it's not as hard as it is anymore. But it's still quite long, even though you know what to do. But we're gonna try to complete this as fast as we can. And, yeah. So we get a museum pamphlet, which is, and they even thought it was kind of hard themselves, so they included a guide, which is free, but I'm not going to use that, so yeah. So he gave us a pamphlet of the place, but we have this water fountain up here, which appears to be a gold coin in the water. So yeah, and then we also have this, which I think, I don't even know yet. Can't even click on any of that, but we also have the gold coins, so we're going to present that to him. So now we can actually look around this place. And I think what we need is down here. Well, I don't think we need. Okay, well, I think that library slip was actually the thing we needed, actually, since he says we cannot take the books, but the books would be useful to us. So yeah, well, we need to keep in mind that it's non-fiction MCM, which is like the section or the shelf that we're looking for the books. So yeah, I think that's all that we pretty much need in here, though. So yeah, let's continue on. Now, we also have this planetarium place as well, which looks to be kind of out of order at the moment. But they do have the telescope, though, so that's the only thing that works. So let's go check that out, because soon enough we're actually going to be flying out in space, believe it or not. And also there's a vortex right there. And we have the ice planet. We have, what else do we have? We have the fire planet, and we also have the jungle planet. So those are actually the 3 planets that we're actually going to be traveling. So yeah, it's just how to get up there, though. So we're gonna do that. But that's the common room right there, but no need to go in there. So we're actually going to go to the right, so we can actually explore a bit more of this place, because there's a lot to do here, actually. A lot to collect, a lot to see, a lot to discover. So first of all, we're going to go inside the castle, because there is some things that we need to do here. So we go to the left door on the bottom floor. We do have a secret message, which we're actually going to need later on. We also have that mechanical mouse right there that we can't really get to, but we're going to be getting to it in a while, so we're going to come back to him. And then if we look at the door on the right, we actually have the library. Well, it used to be a library. And it looks like it's been attacked pretty bad, but we also have some noticeable books that might give us a hint of what's going to be going on in the island. For example, the mystical weapons of Artorias. So we have the laser lance, sheet that's torn out, the force shield, the ice arrow, and another sheet that's torn out. But evidently, that's actually the 3 weapons that we're actually going to be collecting in this island, believe it or not. So, yeah. Except, remember that, well, we also have this as well, the life of this. I mean, usually when I collect these books, I don't really read them, but, you know, these books actually give you a bit of hints of how to, you know, get around this place a little bit and what's gonna happen and stuff. But remember that library slip that we had, right? It says nonfiction MCM, right? Nonfiction MCN. We click on it, and it reveals a secret passage. And we pick up Moldy Cheese. And we also have this, which this guy is speaking in binary, but I can't really translate it right now. But we also have this over here. What if we press this lever? And that opens up. And then we go back up. But then they had to call in the guards to find out that we were doing something, but it's nothing really harmful at all, so no need to worry about us. But anyways, we get to, well, actually, it's best if we go back down here, actually. Because remember this mechanical mouse, right? Mouses like cheese, even mechanical mouses, that is, so give him the moldy cheese. And we have a mechanical mouse for ourselves. But you can also explore the second floor, which has, well, another door. But it leads us to the king and queen of this castle. Yeah, so 3 knights set off, and they left us with... Also, the coordinates will also help out as well. That's actually used to help find out the location of the planets that are actually in space when we set out there. So that's actually gonna help out a lot. But so that's pretty much all I think for the castle, and we also have this guy up here. And you can also do a little bit of target practice with the arrow a little bit, but it's not going to be much helpful if we're just doing that. So what we need to do is actually keep exploring this place a bit further. And this guy is actually going to give us some manure. And keep in mind that we also have this right here, this thing right here. It's locked, but we need a key for it, so yeah. What does the mill do? What's in the mill now? Or why isn't the mill turning? That's the real question, I should say. The gears must be locked, so we're gonna have to unlock them. And we also need to come in here because it's just as important. But there's I think there's, well, the gears are locked, right? So this is like the whole gear mechanism sort of thing. All we need to really do is jump on that rope and it should be unlocked. But then we also have this lady up here. Tell me your secret and I'll tell you mine. And thus that's what we need the secret message for. I can see you are a member of the Order. Here's the new password for the entrance. And there's like the little comic symbols thing that we saw at the beginning of the island with like the sun and the space and the planets and the stars, like the little icons that we can push on. So that's what that's for. But right here we can actually turn the gears on now. And I'm actually turning it the wrong way, I think. Yep, there we go. And you can see that that thing is slowly opening, so that's what we actually want it to do. So just open it far enough that we can actually jump in, like that. And we have this thing. Doesn't seem to be working. Probably needs something to power it. Well, good thing we have a bag of manure, which could be used to fertilize plants, but it's also used to power things, I should say. So that thing, it looks like it's been powered up and it's flying away. But yeah, also we have some rope over here, which I almost missed. So coil of rope, we also have that. And we also have this thing, which we can pretty much control. But it leads us to this thing, which is Excalibur ship or whatever. Except we can't really do much right now since this fuel is pretty much leaking. So we're going to have to go get a replacement of some sort. So can't really do anything about that right now. So what we're going to have to do is go back and do some things. Alright, so we made it back here now. So remember this? Yep. So apparently the password is Moon, Saturn, Star. So Moon, Saturn, Star. Moon, Saturn, Star. And then you press the sun, and then it opens. And then we meet these guys. Actually, I think this guy is actually the one we need to talk to. Found a key in the Mordred's house, but we don't know where it goes to. Small key. What would this key unlock? And that's pretty much all that we need down here, so we're pretty much out of here. So now, we're actually supposed to go to the area with the two stacks of hay, like right here, and open this up with the small key, apparently. So, there we go. And apparently leads us down here to where the text says that this hovercraft can run on manure, which I actually knew that before, but you know, it's a land ship X290 it looks like, so kind of knew that before. And we also have this mechanical owl as well, which he just flew off, but that's fine. And we also have the Mordred's journal, which we might as well take a gander at. Why not? So he made this owl. And need a power source. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, and he also did the mechanical mouse as well. So, text says that this mechanical owl will fly wherever its owner directs. And some sort of mechanical mouse. So, yeah. Now, you can actually push this, because you don't actually need an item for that, but make sure that that lever that we actually pressed in the castle's dungeon, make sure you actually press that lever, because actually you won't be able to enter this area at all if you didn't do that. So we actually have this guy. Well, we actually meet him in here, but he blew up, so yeah. And now we need to go grab the fuel rod. But we actually need... Actually, the mechanical mouse won't help us do that, so we actually need somebody else to help us with that. So we're actually going to go outside. And there's a mechanical owl. Now we just need to release the mechanical mouse, I guess. And now the mechanical owl is pretty much our friend, and now can help us out with getting that fuel rod, since it pretty much can just fetch it for us. So that's what we're gonna do. So just click on him and click on the target, and he can pick it up for us. A fuel rod. A good condition one. So now, I think we're pretty much set to actually get out of here. Well, maybe. Since we didn't put the rope to good use yet, so we might as well do that. But to be honest, I don't think it's really that worth it, but I'm just going to show it off anyways. So, the rope's main purpose actually is for this arrow, or bow and arrow. So use that. What are you going to do with that rope? Well, it's actually going to help create a path because I kind of need it. So just shoot it a bit more upward. There we go. And now we can actually use the rope as a bridge. And I didn't actually mean to fall off, but kind of wanted to do that instead. But this is actually the princess's room, and believe it or not, she actually has a note right here. You can choose to read it if you want, but I'm not going to. So yeah, but our main priority is actually to put that fuel rod that we just got to good use. So we're actually going to go do that right now and head off to space, possibly. Alright, so the broken fuel rod replaced. And now we have this. So what I think what you're supposed to do is actually put the coordinates on, except it's like something. So coordinates, that's actually for that, so well, invalid destination. So I'm just gonna try to 7383. We'll try that. Not enough fuel to reach destination. So, I might as well come back with you guys once I figure out what the X and Y coordinate's gonna be. So I'm gonna be back once I figure that out. Alright, so I knew something was under this bed, but I don't know, for some reason they didn't identify it. But anyways, if you actually look under the bed, there's actually a missing page from the Mordred's journal, right? So I found a nearby moon with much activity that I believe to be alien life. I found out that animal waste makes decent fuel, and there is just enough manure in Arcturus to bring my flying craft to this moon. The star coordinates are 5652. That's actually the same coordinates that we're actually supposed to put in the control for the new fuel rod, so we can actually get out of here. So yeah, that's what we're actually supposed to do. So I'll meet you guys back at that control panel thing, some sort. Alright, so let's just get this right this time. So new fuel rod, and then X is supposed to be 56. Yeah, I could see why the coordinates would be like this, because there's not enough fuel to actually go somewhere far. So that's just what it's gonna have to be for right now. So here we go. Launching. These are the coordinates to the moon. And yeah, that's how as far as we're gonna go. And say goodbye to Excalibur. So welcome to Peter Moon. I think that's what it said, yeah. Where we have little Poptropican aliens kind of guys. And we also have the option to create our own rocket. And we're gonna have to talk to the boss if we hope to touch any of that stuff. Astro Zone for all your rocket needs. Kind of reminds me of Toy Story, this area. I don't know why, but it just does. Can you fix the ship? Probably not. That wreck outside, not a chance. Can I borrow one of your ships? Last time I lent a ship to a human, I never saw it again. How can I get off this planet then? Tell you what, leave me your ship for scrap, and now you can build a new one on the holopad. So I guess if we build it ourselves, then it's our responsibility, right? So it makes a lot of sense. So let's do that. Let's build our own rocket. Now, you can actually go with any rocket you would want. I just prefer to make a rocket that... Well, why am I saying rocket? Okay, you can pretty much just build like your own ship. I prefer to just have speed and shield balanced pretty much, but you can pretty much just customize your ship in any way you would like. So you can just do like random or something good. So I'm just gonna keep hitting random. That looks pretty good. So, except I'm gonna change these colors a little bit. You can also drag some parts around by moving it. The body, you can customize that. You can customize the door, the wings. Like a lot of things you can do. You can drag around some parts. You can move around some parts. The engine. That's the only engine. But yeah, you can also change it. Different types of bodies you can pick from. That looks pretty good. So the wings, that kind of matches actually. So might as well just go with that for now. And I'll just leave it at that. That looks pretty good. Window. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So we're going to keep that. Good luck out there. Teleport back here if your shields get low. And we will do that. So enter. So now we have a new ship. Which we just gotta minimize our rates of crashing or anything like that. And also make use of our guns too. So yeah, we pretty much have everything we need here. We also have like a little map right here, which jungle planet's on the left, fire planet on the right, ice planet on the bottom right, and Peter Moon is where we are right now. So yeah, let's go. Let's launch this thing. So first of all, well, as I always like to do, I'm actually gonna head off to the jungle planet first, since that's actually the planet I always go to first when I'm playing this island normally. So actually we're supposed to go up here, and here we go. 1515 is the coordinates for the jungle planet, except I'm not even gonna fight that thing because it's no point. Alright, so here's the jungle planet. Now actually, before you jump off the thing, you actually want to fall off and walk all the way over here so you can pick up the laser lance. This is actually one of the weapons that was in the book before. So yeah, we also have these like little flower like plunge things that plunge you into the air. Except it doesn't seem to be doing much right now, but yeah, I think it's used to get back up here, so we're gonna do that. Yep, it's to take you that back up to the main platform like that. And also watch out for these little electric guys right there. So yeah, they can kind of throw you off a little bit. And just ride these platforms out. Don't hit that guy. There we go. And look, we already met one of the knights. Who are you? Why have you failed? I cannot get past the phoenix birds. What should I do? Someone or something is being held in that cage. It may be the princess. Use the laser lance to open the cage. And the cage is up there. So, what are these egg things? Well, I got through that. And here comes like the little fighting part, I guess. I'm not really sure what to call this, but all you gotta pretty much do is just shoot with the laser lance at these little like bird looking things. Also watch out for thunderclouds. You can also charge up the laser lance as well. Just make sure well, you at least get rid of the enemies first, but you know what I'm trying to say is that, you know, also conserve your health as well, since that's gonna be important as well. But once we get towards the end of this area, there's gonna be a boss at the end, so kind of want to be prepared for that, since I already took a hit and lost some health, and I lost some more health. Ow. I'd rather just keep shooting, I guess. Oh yeah, this thing. This is actually the final boss. Well, not really the final boss. It's just the boss, but one of the bosses of the island. Well, it actually comes behind us like that. Okay, forgot about that. It's best to just stay in the middle, I think. Yeah, we're gonna stay right here. Let him go past, and then since I don't think we can really shoot behind him, so we're gonna have to wait until he appears in the front. And I think one more hit and then I'm dead, so I gotta be careful. Maybe I actually did it. Or did I kill him? Yeah, I did kill him. There we go. I beat him. Except he wasn't the actual one in charge. The Pegasus was a decoy. I will accompany you in your search for the princess. So apparently that one person, or I guess this planet wasn't the one that she was on. She's somewhere else. So there's actually 2 other knights, so we're actually gonna go after them as well. So off to the fire planet, which is actually the next planet that I like to go towards next, and then the ice planet. So yeah. Also watch out for enemies too, since they're around this place as well. Since this is space after all, so should be around here. Around like the top corner. Here we go, the fire planet. Alright, so the thing about the fire planet is, well, it has lava, of course, so, and of course geysers. So it's just basic platforming this part, so just wait until the geyser. Oh, that was a fail. I was gonna say, like, wait for your geyser that you're standing on to lower while the other one rises, but maybe the other way around, I don't know. There we go. And, like, the thing about the geysers is that they're kind of, how should I say this? They're kind of proportionate on how they're spaced out, so kind of estimate on how they're spaced out so you don't accidentally jump into the lava, but there we go. And now this part, you kind of need to be patient for this part. I mean, it's sometimes I guess you would be eager to, you know, kind of run longer than usual and then have the wind kind of push you back, like I did right there. I didn't think I was gonna get hit with the wind gust, but kind of need to stay within like those small gaps of the area so that the wind doesn't push you. But yeah, it does help to be patient for this part. So, kind of need to make a run for it a little bit right there. So there we go. You have just enough time to make it. That's pretty good. And that's where it's coming from, so we got past that. And now, our next test, which is this thing. What is that even supposed to be? They tried. Ow. Okay, roll up again. Ow. It's like a 9-eyed snake or something. Okay, we got past it, good. And now, we reached the knight. Who are you? So did the other knight. So my question is, did all the knights fail? I was bested by the fearsome beast that dwells in this cave. I believe the princess is being held captive in there. The beast is too strong for me. Please take my arrow and slay the beast. And thus we get the ice arrow, which is actually another of the weapons that was in the book in the beginning. So let's go face this beast. What appears to be a robotic dragon of some sort. So yeah, and also watch your body temperature as well. I was actually waiting for it to go back a little bit, but what we're actually supposed to do is jump on these chains, climb the chains, and kind of wait for it to move a little forward. And so it also has this ball on the back. But what you actually want to do is hit the lever, and then what you want to do is actually hit it in the mouth with the ice arrow once it's asleep like that, because the switch deactivates it. So, and also watch out for the spike, and also watch out with your body temperature too, because if it gets full, then you're pretty much down and you gotta restart or retry the thing. So yeah, and there's also spikes on the ceiling too, which kind of make me nervous, but you know, whatever. My body temperature is almost up there, so I gotta try to minimize the amounts of times I can get hits, but you know, that's the second time right there, and third time's a charm always with boss fights. So try to keep it up here. And the platform's almost close to collapsing too, if you didn't notice. Alright, my body temperature's almost up, so I gotta finish this guy fast. There we go. And that should be it for the dragon, or the robotic looking dragon. And he fell through, and yeah, we defeated it. We have been fooled by the binary bard. He must be holding the princess elsewhere. I will go with you to find this tyrant. So, the two knights, well, they've actually been saying the same thing, that the princess is not even here, so set off for the ice planet. Let's make haste and find him. And they both say the same thing, so pretty common what we're supposed to do right now. So, it's all become clear. Here goes to the ice planet, which is actually the most tricky to even access, and that's why. Well, not really why, but that black hole is actually going to become helpful to us. So, ice planet is pretty much on the bottom right of the solar system down here, or the space system right here. So, space sharks ahead, and here they are. Their actual job is to bodyguard the ice planet. So, what we want to do is actually get one of them at a time to follow us. And you kind of have to be patient, and you kind of have to go slow at the same time. So, you know, I bet some would be eager to keep going faster, but you know, it's always worth it just to be slow and steady with this stuff. And where's the black hole? It has to be somewhere, right? There it is. So the thing is, you gotta get the space shark to go in the black hole and not yourself. So space shark eliminated. 2 more to go. So you gotta do this 2 more times, and then you can finally enter the planet, or the planet will be finally safe enough to go in. So, and I got eaten. Just make sure you don't get eaten like I did. So now I have to do this again. So approaching the black hole. Or, well, approaching the ice planet, I should say, but, you know. Dang, ice planet's that guy, forgive me. Alright, start in here. Yeah, also notice that there's a button to teleport home. That's also pretty useful as well. I was gotta go slow up this guy, so that's what I'm gonna do. And 2 of them eliminated, just 1 more to go. And I got eaten. Why does that happen? I might as well just fast forward this part, so this is kind of taking longer than it needs to be, but you know, that's on me, that's on myself. Alright, so all the space sharks destroyed. Now we are free to enter the ice planet. Which is actually quite tricky, if I do say so myself, but it's tricky for a reason, because, well, ice is slippery and the water is freezing ice cold. So, and also the platforms are kind of abstract in some sort of way on how they're shaped and stuff, and how you have that one robotic ice fish in the water that tries to throw you off. So you kind of have to time your jumps properly and jump high enough. So let's see how fast I can get past this part. Yeah, you just jump over like that. And there we go, I made it. Wow. Thank gosh. Okay, so this part isn't bad. You pretty much just have ice falling like that. It's not so bad. And you meet the knight up here. So, who are you? And you failed as well. Why have you failed? A fierce creature bested me. I believe he may be guarding the princess. That's what the rest of them said. Can you help me? Yes, take the shield, and with it, defeat the beast. The force shield, which is also another weapon that was in the book before. And the beast is apparently a helicopter with a face as a tiger as its face. Okay. But what you have to do in this fight is pretty much use the shield to reflect the shots. And you see that the tiger also has 3 targets. So, yeah. And also the shield needs to have some recharging time as well. And you can't get hit while your shield is out. So you kind of have to dodge some hits. But that's the tricky thing about this. So kind of have to conserve your shield a little bit while trying to avoid some things like that. Just make sure to jump over that every time and you should be good. Also avoid this as well as much as you can, but your shield does take hits with that. Alright, avoid this, which I couldn't. Wow. Alright, try to hit him. I didn't hit him. There we go. Now to avoid this. There we go. Get my shield back. There we go. Oh, I hit myself. Wow, I can't believe that. I hit myself with my own ice ball or whatever, my own snowball. Dang it. Still have yet to hit him yet. Didn't hit him. Come on, shield, recharge. There we go. I need to reflect something back at him. There we go. Jump. Oh, I couldn't jump. He still got me in midair. Alright, hopefully the shield can recharge fast enough, please. Just don't be in his way. There we go. Alright, got another target off. Ow. Come on, shield. Recharge, please. Alright. Now we're just going to hit him one more time on the last target, so hopefully we can do that. There we go. He's down. The princess is not here. Two other knights set out to find the princess. Perhaps one of them has found her. I think not. I will accompany you on your quest. Legend has it that there is a golden key on a large asteroid. The key opens a gateway to another galaxy. And apparently all three of them are on the same page, which is pretty good, but you know, they all failed on trying to accompany their princess thing, but you know, at least they tried, but you know, we might as well find her once and for all together. So let's do that. So now what we're gonna have to actually do is go down here, well, to the bottom left of this whole solar system space thing, because ow, and don't get hit by asteroids, but we can actually shoot them, so that's good, because there actually is a hidden planet down here. So if I can stop getting hit, that'd be helpful. And here we go, I found it. And they're still gonna keep saying the same thing. Okay. So apparently this place has low gravity, so we can jump as high as we want. When 4 knights of the quest are gathered, the chosen one may pull the key from the stone. I sense a strange magic at work here. There's something engraved in the crystal. What is this place? So, pull the key out, and it opens the door to the portal. Well, opens the door to a portal, I should say, but then we have this. Hooray, you found me. Now quick, I need the 3 mystical weapons to destroy this evil place. Force shield, laser lance, ice arrow. With those 3, what could you create? I must thank you for bringing them 3 mystical weapons. With their power, I'll create the ultimate energy source. Now nothing can stop me from taking the kingdom and the universe. And now it looks like he went through this door, but this whole door is a puzzle within itself. Now, I think actually as a kid, I actually got annoyed at this because, like, this is actually a puzzle. Like, you actually have to flip pieces and stuff. It's like kind of annoying a little bit, but let's see what I can at least do on this thing. So Wow, it took that long. But I did it. Okay. Let's get in. Now this boss is actually pretty tricky. Because you start off with like this cutscene right here. And he has this like little robot armor thing with swords. And we also have our little owl friend from before. So we're going to use him to our advantage. So I think this guy, yeah, he actually drops bombs. So what I'm actually supposed to do is actually explode it like right next to him. Like as you can see, he actually took a hit because his thing is like kind of has, well, the glass kind of has like a crack on it, so you can actually tell that. So we're just gonna blow this up like right next to him. Boom. And then now he's gonna do something. He's actually gonna laser shoot him, which, yeah. And then we're gonna have to defend for ourselves here. So what we want to do, jump to the robot, up the robot to reach me, but we can't really do that. So, or actually, we actually want him to come to us because we actually need to jump up here and jump to the chandelier. And then what he's gonna do is actually shoot down the chandelier, but that time it didn't work. So let's try to go to the left side now. So it actually did hurt him. Now we want to go on the right again. And I think this should finish him. It should. Yep, there we go. He just lost the power source of his robot. And thus we finally rescued the real princess, not a fake. And knock him out. Now let's get out of here. After defeating the binary bard, you return home with the princess and use the orb to restore power to the kingdom of Arcturus. The king now requests your presence. So Mordred was behind all of this. I should have known. For your valance in saving the princess, I hereby knight you, Sir Kid. Or something like that. I didn't read the ending. It was kind of too fast for me there. But hey, we got the island medallion. And yeah, the island is now at peace again. So that's pretty good. But yeah, even though Astro Knights Island is pretty much the hardest island, well, I guess when it first came out, I mean, yeah. I mean, even I couldn't complete it on my first try, but, you know, I just, you know, try to use context clues and, you know, other things to try to beat it. And, you know, I mean, even Poptropica thought it was a little hard by, you know, having these, you know, strategy guides and stuff, so yeah. But other than that, it's a really fun island, and I hope you guys also enjoyed the video as well. And yeah, I just hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys again soon in the next one. So yeah, leave a like down below. It helps me out tremendously. Have a wonderful day, and as always, goodbye.